live.
Never write my script.
Yeah, la, 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 la. Hey guys, what's happening? Are we? No, it won't let me do it. Hold on. Am I live? Hello, guys. Can you hear me? Looks like I'm live. There you go. What's up, everybody? Sorry we're having technical difficulties today. It's Ted Bogert with the Ted Show. We are back. Happy Friday. Love Fridays. And we're a little different this week because of my crazy schedule, but we can't go a week without the one and only Professor T, Dr. Michael B. Timmons from Cornell. We're going to talk everything aquaponics and sustainability. That's our show. And boy, does he have some good stuff for us today. Welcome, Mike. How you doing?
Good morning, Ted. What a way to start the day.
We are good today, my friend. We are good. I love me a good Friday. And I'm ready to hear all about fish and water and vegetables and all that amazing stuff that you work on and dedicate so much of your life to. So before you give us the updated with everything, tell them just a little bit about you.
Yeah, a little bit. For some of my fans out there in the Ted's world, you know, I've been getting some criticism. You are so repetitive. I mean, like, repetitive. I go, yeah, but I don't know, you know, how many other shows they've watched. But yeah, who am I? I am Professor Michael Timmons from
Cornell.
Oh yeah.
And what's the Cornell joke that you tell every week?
You can always tell a man from Cornell, but you can't tell him very much.
Still my favorite Cornell quote.
Yeah. But so I guess I'm a professor emeritus now. And the big thing about that, you get a parking pass. You can park anywhere on campus. And so my wife uses that because she still lives in New York, where it's, you notice I got this fleece and I got coats, and it's like, I'm up here and it's like the high yesterday was 37 degrees. It's snow. Yeah. But
I love it.
Yeah, I graduated from Ohio State University.
The Ohio State. There you go, Buckeyes.
Buckeyes. And so I grew up on a farm in Central Ohio, not too far from Ohio State University's campus, which is in Columbus, Ohio. That's my Japanese wife over there. See her sneaking.
Hello, Mrs. Dr. B. Timmons.
You're on TV, Ayago?
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Good morning.
So the smartest thing I ever did was to marry Ayako Tsunohara Azuma, who became Timmons. Okay.
See? Yes.
She's the one who decided that I should go to Cornell and get a PhD.
For her. Look what happened. It changed your life. So change ours. Mike, tell us what we're talking about today.
So we're talking about, I have a lot of props, you know. Remember my props?
I love your props.
Okay, so, okay, Ted, here's a quiz for you. What kind of fish is that?
Ooh, it's a goldfish.
It's a yellow snapper.
I failed already.
Oh, man. And what is this?
Ooh, that's an orange roughy.
No, this is a geranium.
Wait, I got to look at it.
It's like a real plant, you know.
Oh, it's a plant.
Yeah, because we typically grow plants in what's called a soilless culture. You see any soil in there, Ted?
I don't see any soil in there. What's that? What's soilless culture? What's that called?
It's called hydroponics.
I love it.
Yeah, when you in fish farming, when we start doing it in recirculating aquaculture, called RAS. I get all razzed up about this, you know, RAS. I'm the for a Cornell professor, I'm pretty humble. Okay, that means
I'm gonna let you go with that one.
My ego is only as big as this room. Okay, and I have a small Cornell ego. Okay,
I love it.
But we raised fish. I used to raise money, and I'd say, hey, I produce fish with no water. They go, oh, Dr. Timmons, you can't do that. I said, well, I use a little bit of water. I use like 1/5000th of the water that you would use in conventional fish farming. And as you know now, Ted, having interviewed me, this will be the 5th time. Water.
Is it 5? It's our lucky 5?
5. Give me 5, Ted.
Woo.
Okay. So water's probably our biggest constraint, right, in food production. And so conventional agriculture uses a lot of water, but we do it hydroponically. We use 90% less water. And if we raise fish, which is the most efficient way to produce protein, it uses 1/5000th of the water that conventional fish farm would use. But what do you do? What do we do every day, like 2 or 3 times a day?
Eat.
Eat. Yeah, so we have to feed these fish. Okay, so I put feed in here, and then the fish assimilate part of it, but most of it here's a big technical term, they poop. Okay.
I know it's coming every time, and yet it still makes me giggle like a 10-year-old boy. I don't know why.
So we a lot of technology on it. Okay, so we what's called mineralize that poop, right? And that puts nutrients into the water. And then we take the nutrients from the fish and we put them into the water where the plants are. And guess what? They grow really, really well. Okay. So.
But why is that important? Like, I know it's a question I believe I know the answer to. But when people sometimes tune in, they're like, all right, Ted, but why? Why does this matter? What is this going to do? How is it going to help me? They don't understand, I think, the impact that this can have on our agriculture, or what do we call it? Our aquaculture.
Yeah, so I'm going to put on this hat. See what this hat is?
Oh, good. Put on the hat. I like it.
This is the Aquacultural Engineering Society. So I can answer this question now. So yeah, I have to. So we got to figure out how we're going to feed 2 billion more people by about in the next 20, 30 years. Okay, so how are you going to do that? We've already used up all the good land, right? And the land is getting less and less. We use up all the good water sources. And so if we're going to feed people, right, we have to be creative and responsible to do that. And so we have to maximize the assimilation of these nutrients that we feed the fish. And the way we do that is to couple it with a hydroponic system. Okay. Now, relating back to immediate, Orlando.
Woohoo, Orlando.
Right. So we have I think you're part of this, right? I think we are involved in probably the most significant, this will be the most significant revolution to date. Okay, so we had the green revolution, put wheat, in a productive arena that people actually have grains to eat and that carbon. And then we had the blue revolution, which is aquaculture. And now we have, I think we have to come up with a name. I think we're going to call it something like global food revolution.
Oh, global food revolution. I like it.
But we're going to start in Orlando, and in fact, in the community called Paramore.
Yes. All right. I'm letting you talk. I love this.
Yeah. So what's Paramore, right? All large cities have a challenge. They call it the old part of the city, that has been has deteriorated for a wide variety of reasons. Most of it is related to economic development and real jobs. And so I think of course, there's a fellow named Claude Smith that probably a lot of you know, who's leading this effort, and Stephen Badash, they're leading this. And I'm just kind of a little add-on, but they all need to eat food, Ted. So they go, what are we going to do about the food? Oh, call Timmons, that guy, because he actually is.
Oh, we do have props today. Nice.
Entrepreneurial. So I started a farm in Vero Beach. Okay, so what's the connection between the two, right? Well, the Paramore Project is putting people back to work and giving them meaning, so that they're contributing to society and making that Paramore community maybe the #1 entertainment district in the world. Okay, I mean, it's like, this is so exciting. Okay,
It really is.
but they got to eat. So Claude and Steve and Ash, they go, hey, Dr. T. So I put my smart Cornell hat on, right? So I go,
He's got the smart hat back on.
I got the smart hat because I gotta be smart now. I tell you what, aquaponics. Aquaponics is the most efficient way to produce food. So we can produce proteins, i.e. seafood, and we can produce veggies and fruits. You know, the salad bowl, you know, for the table. And then that'll put a lot of people to work, get a whole wide range of skill levels. So we can employ the challenged, you know, the handicapped, whatever. Okay, we can employ those UCF, right, the University of Central Florida. We can employ those really smart people and get their brains engaged. Maybe we can get hey, Florida A&M up in Tallahassee. We can get those really smart people, and we can get University of Florida, the land grant institution, and then we can get the really smart Cornell guys, right? What could be better? Because then we have a consortium of scientists working on this problem. So
we'll talk, you know, and guys, this is more than just the basic, which is still a big problem. The food desert is such an issue, but this goes above and beyond. This helps solve that problem, but certainly creates a lot of amazing opportunities in addition to solving or being a solution for that problem, right?
Totally, Ted. I mean, this will allow 3-year-olds to be involved. 3-year-olds. I mean, I am agriculture, and if you look in world history, almost all societies were formed on the basis of an agrarian society because you had to have a food base. Well, you know, things have changed a little bit in agriculture over the years. Right now, we're in the digital agriculture world.
That's right.
And now we produce food, and we can produce food in the most efficient manner. And so that's the revolution. See, that's the global food revolution, which the Dash and Claude Smith and Ted and us, right? That's what we're involved here. So think about this, right, Ted? So we're gonna be the most advanced food production machine in the world. And so to stay in the leadership position in that, of the new information being generated and then being adapted and implemented, what would you need? What would you really need to make that happen?
Oh God, is this a professor question? Shoot. You need water, fish.
No, think more basic. You probably need a center.
Ooh, a center. That's right. See, I failed this week, Mike.
Well, that was close. You were thinking more practical. I said, I've got you to think practically. But then, you know, to do that, you have to have a center. Okay. So what are we going to do? So in Vero Beach, where I'm already producing food, you know, and fish and veggies, you know, on a small scale, but I'm ready to explode. I've got so much ready to go. Okay, we're going to create a center there, and it'll be called the Center for TED Show, for example. I like that, right?
Kind of like it. Like the ring of that.
Center for TED Show. And in that facility, that will be our training center, you know, the classroom. Then we'll have our laboratories, and then we'll have our research offices. We'll have our PR office with a big plaque that says TED. Okay? But
I just want one of those parking spaces like your wife has.
that could be arranged. That could be arranged. Certain donation level gets you certain parking passes.
Good answer, Mike. Good.
Oh yeah. And I can get you an inside deal. Believe it or not, I can get you an inside deal.
Thank you for that.
Okay. Now, here's the really exciting thing. Okay, so in the center, okay, is also a room which is the brain of the monitoring and control system. And so the monitoring system in that room we'll be able to monitor what's going on in Paramore in terms of what the fish are doing. And so they will say to someone on site, like, hey, tank 32 has a potential problem. So someone on site will go over there and look at that tank and go, oh, yeah, so I need to do this or that. And then, of course, we will tell them. We'll be there virtually. We'll be there virtually in the facility with them. Okay, so this is what will happen in Paramore. And then we'll do another one in Detroit. And then we'll do one in Las Vegas. And then we'll do one in Columbus, Ohio, where the Ohio State.
It's got to be the Ohio State.
Yeah, the Ohio State. But see, the key thing is in the TED Center. In the TED Center, this brain will be there. It's all cloud-based. It's all cloud-based. It's all cloud-based. And so we're there real-time, 24/7. The best scientists in the world are there all the time. So this will obviously maximize the chances of success and minimize the problems. But this is like, it's getting to the point where it's like, for me, it's like rolling out of bed. And I roll out of bed really easily. So we're bringing that all to the table. I don't know whether you can tell. I am a little excited about this.
Well, that's what I was going to say. So tell me, I love your excitement, and that's what I really want people to see is that the one of the brains in our organization and our efforts is excited. You know, the project must be exciting. What makes it different for you, Mike? Is it because we're finally implementing all the things that you've worked on in your yellow book or talked to us about, or what is it that makes it so exciting for you?
Well, I am a person of faith. I think God put us here to make the world a better place. And I think with the network that I have now, which includes the tech group and I think we can make the world a better. I think we can make the world a better place here because we can take people who have no meaning in their life, and we can give them meaning. So they're contributing to their community, their family. You know, everyone has to have a family, right? And that family might be your work family, it might be your biological family, it might be your city district. But everyone has to. When you contribute, when you recognize that you're contributing to the success of others and the well-being of others and the quality of life of others, you know, you get up every morning with a different attitude.
Yes, agreed. I love it. I'm excited. All right, so Mike, tell us the best way people can reach you, can find out more about what we're doing. If they have questions, what is the best way for them to guys, you're going to be hearing a lot about this. And so we really encourage you to kind of get in the know sooner than later. So what's the best way, Mike, for them to reach you?
Well, the best way is my mobile, which is also my text, and that's area code 607-227-5638. And then, of course, email, which is M as in Mike, and B as in beautiful, and T as in terrific. T as in Ted. The number 3 at Cornell.edu. But that'll be me. And then the key thing is back to the center, right? We're going to have a consortium of universities. We're going to have the best scientists in the world. It's going to be state of the art. We're going to be leading an R&D effort there, so that the Paramore Project and others like it are always on the leading edge. We're not following, Ted. We are not following. We are leading.
We're leading the way, which is such a blessing and so exciting. I can't talk enough about it, and yet I'm not talking too much about it because I really want the experts to talk like you. It's really exciting. Anybody who's in the audience has any interest in sustainability, aquaponics, all of that, you definitely want to reach out to us, find out more about Mike and what he does. You can go to tedscommunity.com and do that, or Mike's tagged everywhere, so please reach out to him. Mike, that was fun. I loved all your hats.
Oh, look at this one.
Oh, hold on. Let me get it. Give me a sec. There you go. Professor T.
Yeah, and then look at the back. I came up with this, I think.
Yeah, I love the logo on that. I use it for all the promos. It's good. Commitment to sustainable food production. Woohoo. All right, my friend. We'll be back next week, guys. Reach out to us in between. Appreciate all the love and comments. Mike, Dr. Michael, Professor B. Timmons. We're just going to keep changing how the order of that. You're awesome, my friend. Thank you so much. If you want to get involved, go to tedscommunity.com. Reach out to us. This is going to be big, and it's going to change our landscape. I really believe it. So thank you, guys.
Ted, I don't really care what you call me as long as you call me for dinner.
On that dad joke.